And as I understand it, victims of domestic violence are the same, right? There's no profile, right? Any education
yeah.
level, any income level, any race,
Right.
any
Yeah,
ethnicity, religion, doesn't matter.
the folks that actually come into our shelter tend to skew low income because they don't have resources to go anywhere else. But when we look at the profile of our calls that come in over our hotline, there's no part of our city that's untouched by this epidemic.
For your victim advocates, what kind of mental health care are they getting, therapy, things like that? They're obviously dealing with traumatic situations themselves. Is that something Safe Nest is providing, or one of your partners are?
Absolutely. So we talk a lot about self-care and we talk about vicarious trauma. So vicarious trauma is the idea that I can be providing advocacy and I'm taking it in, and it's almost as if I'm the victim of just repeatedly feeling all of these things, right? So we do a couple of things. One is we train on how to deal with self-care, because it's a little bit different for everybody, right? So for me, it's go out for a run. For some of our other folks, it's like, okay, I want to get together with other volunteers. I want to talk about this shared experience and how are you dealing with it. For others, it's like, let's have a potluck and let's just eat and be happy and remember why we do this work. And so it's a little bit different for everybody, so we train on that. But we do have a partnership. We have an employee assistance program, which is also open to our volunteers, and we bring in a trained, non-Safe Nest staffed, trained therapist quarterly and sometimes monthly if we need it, and they run a support group. And that's where people start to find it's just cathartic to talk about. I mean, how do you deal with going and seeing some of the things that we see, and they process that and they work through that? So we have multiple avenues for that, and we talk about it a lot, because that's the number one reason volunteers will say, hey, I need to take a break, or I need to exit the program for a while, which is also totally fine, but it's taxing work.
Taxing work. What kind of need do you have for more volunteers right now?
Yes, so we have a big need for more volunteers to go citywide by June 2020, and that's Metro, the Metro command, so there's 9 commands. Then when we start to talk to Henderson and North Las Vegas, and the university would like the program, and then Mesquite would like the program, and Boulder City would like the program, we need to expand to probably 500 volunteers. We have 126 to 180 active volunteers now, but that's across all programs. Within the PS 417 program, we've had about 50 to 60 active volunteers come through the program. So we need to just scale up. And part of that is our own sort of like chunky system in the way we onboarded volunteers, and we fixed that. So now we have a much more flywheel approach for volunteers to be able to come in and shorten the time from when you start getting trained to when you're actually in the field. So we've improved that process. A lot of Tim's input from Metro on, I think you guys should do this. It's like, okay, that sounds good. Let's make that work. That should help, but just finding folks that want to do this work.
And upcoming trainings?
So March 30th starts our next cohort of training. So anybody out there that's interested can go to safenest.org and fill out a volunteer application and begin the process.